Over on Netflix, we have a new documentary series called Critical, Between Life and Death. And here's a clip.
There are 4 major trauma centres in each corner of London.
What's the blood doing at the moment? Is it trickling down his arm or is it spurting out?
Across the 6,000 calls that we take every day, we identify the most critically injured patients.
That's when London Ambulance Service gets involved.
No matter how old you are, everybody wants their mum.
This is a 6-parter, and it's all about the people who work in London's major trauma response system, which is run across 4 different hospitals. And one of them is just round the corner from me, King's College Hospital. And episode 1 is all about this funfair ride accident that happens, again, very close to where I live, in Brockwell Park in Herne Hill. And it's a terrifying story. So all these people were having a lovely sunny day out at a country fair, went on this funfair ride. There was a major mechanical failure, and quite a few people got injured. So yes, we follow them as they get taken into 2 different hospitals, including this young couple, and then there's a little girl and her grandfather that both got injured. And yeah, we hear from people who work in various different arms of the trauma team, from the people who take the call initially to the medics who are doing the surgery. At the end of the day, it just makes you think what an incredible NHS we have, and we're so lucky. I mean, this is like world-class level of care. So there will be more stories across the 6 episodes. We'll be visiting, so we go to St George's and King's in this, but we'll be visiting the 2 other hospitals as well and meeting other medics and various other bods who work in this trauma service. So yeah, it's a really well-made documentary with some truly inspirational people working in the NHS. What did you think, Hannah?
As you say, Ian, this just shows our NHS at its very best, doesn't it? And it shows what it can really do. It's incredibly moving. This is the first season, 6 episodes, as you say. And I guess there is, and I always think this, but the very fine line between life and death, and how it really brings home. I can't watch anything like this without crying, I've got to be honest with you. Seeing people go out, normal day, like we all do, go and choose to do something that you think is going to be fun, and it ends in some form of tragedy, where you just wouldn't ever expect something like this to happen. And this funfair ride accident is unbelievable, and seeing the major trauma response system in action is absolutely incredible. And knowing that these people do this day in, day out, whatever it might be, is just incredibly moving, I think. And also seeing people's journeys. So this looks at the journey of how this happened, when it happened, the what happened to them. And looks at the kind of the catastrophic mechanical failure of that ride, and how they've lived with it, how they've come out the other side, and it's incredibly moving. But I think that something like this brings those moments in time. Yeah, it's real life, isn't it? We read it in the papers, we see it on the news, but this feels you're there. You can feel everything, and that's sort of what happened next almost is the missing part of the jigsaw. So well worth a watch.